Well, last night I made an AI that would take a look at Star Trek characters, pictures of Star Trek characters, and it would tell me who that person was. And I mentioned it to the team, and several people said, "Oh, we'd like to see that." And I thought, "Oh, it's too bad because I deleted it." Right? This is in Azure; it's costing me money. I don't want it to have a huge bill. So I thought, okay, this time I'm going to make just a simple bot, and I'm going to record making this bot so you can see it. And if you ever want to, you can follow along. And, I'm not super experienced at making these bots, so I kind of stumbled around in here a little bit. But I get the whole thing created, tested in about 11 minutes. And that includes then deleting the work afterwards so that it doesn't continue to cost me money. So I think the total cost on this might just be under $1. I don't know. I haven't seen my bill yet. But anyways, if you want to watch this and then go create yourself a free Azure account and go ahead and give this a try, you're welcome to. Um, and just follow along on the screen. So I'm creating a question and answer bot. I'll be able to ask it questions and it will be able to give me answers. And this one, it just happens to be, keeping with the Star Trek theme. I'm going to ask questions about my starship and I'm going to get some answers. What I do is I feed some answers into the AI so that it gets kind of an idea. You're training the AI for the kinds of questions that might come in and it gets some answers. And then from there, it does some language interpretation to figure out the answers to the particular question. So in other words, I don't have to ask the question exactly the way the test data was written in order for the AI to figure out what I'm asking about. Now, if you're following along, the first thing you noticed I did was I created a resource group. And I did this because I'm going to take everything that I'm going to create right now and put it into that resource group so that when I'm all done and I'm ready to clean up, all I have to do is delete that resource group and it contains everything I want to get rid of. After that, I went into the language service inside of cognitive services and I set up the language service. After that, I'm heading over to the language studio, which allows you to set this stuff up without needing to know any coding at all. You connect Language Studio into your Azure account and tell it what resource groups you want to be working in. Of course, I want to keep everything inside my cognitive service group that I created. And once you're done, then you can go ahead and create your first project. And if you notice, this is where I'm telling it I want to create a question and answer bot. There's a lot of different choices out there. I want to do a Q&A. If the bot can't find an answer to my question, I wanted to say something kind of funny. So I'm going to tell people, take your question over to Lieutenant Commander LaForge. The project is now created. So next up, we've got to get a bit some data to work with. So here's the data I'm using to train my bot, and it's just a couple of questions inside of a spreadsheet. It's that simple. But you can feed the bots just about anything. I mean, you could take a service manual in a PDF format and feed that in, and it'll go through that service manual and figure out information that then you can ask questions about. You could feed it just about anything. This is my personal computer, so I don't have Microsoft Excel on it, but I do use Google Docs. So I've exported it out as a spreadsheet, and now I'm bringing that file in as a source. You can edit the knowledge base from within this tool, which is nice because if you just want to make some small changes, you don't have to re-import it. And now I can go ahead and deploy it. The knowledge base is now deployed. And next thing we've got to do is create a bot, connect the bot to the knowledge base so we can play with it. The bot has to run somewhere. So we're going to connect the bot back to that cognitive resource that we created just a few moments ago. And that is it. We can go ahead and create it. The bot is created, so let's go play with it. Now, I open up a new Windows. I could just as easily have hit the home tab in the upper left corner, but I just like to open up a new window when I'm recording and flipping over to do something else. So we're headed over to the bot service. We're going to open up the bot and go ahead and give it a try. We're going to say hello to the bot, and the bot's going to give me one of its built-in answers. And then it's going to tell me to go talk with Jordy LaForge because it couldn't find a specific answer to my query. Now I'm just playing with the bot here inside of the console, but the bot comes with the tools for you to put this inside of a web page or inside of Facebook or any place that you want to go use your bot. I'm asking questions exactly how I had written them, but then I'm also mixing it up a little bit to see if the bot can figure out what the right answer is to some of these other questions. And it's doing really good. We are all done. So next step is I'm just going to clean this up so it doesn't cost me a fortune. Again, I'm opening another tab. I know you can just go to home, but here we go. I'm just going to blow away that resource group. That is it. I hope you enjoyed the video.